What's up, guys? Thank you for joining us here on the channel. Today we're going to do Mass Effect Explained. After you make your Shepard, you get a text crawl letting you know humans are new to the galactic community thanks to finding some technology on Mars, allowing them to access relays across the galaxy for faster than light travel. Next, you get your first mission and meet some NPCs. Captain Anderson, your mentor-like figure for the series, Joker, your pilot for the series, Kaidan, your first squad member, and Nihlus, a Turian Spectre. Side note, a Spectre is a super cop under the Citadel Council. The mission starts under attack and you fight through to meet Ashley, your next squad member. Then you meet the main villain of the game when Nihlus is shot in the back by another Turian Spectre named Saren, who wants to steal a Prothean beacon and blow up the evidence. You save the day, but the beacon beams a mysterious message into you before blowing up. Back on the Citadel Council, they don't believe you, and you're sent to find evidence. Along the way, you recruit 3 more squad members: Garrus, a Citadel cop frustrated with the system, Rex, a Krogan bounty hunter, and Tali, a young Quarian with the evidence you need in the form of a recording. Showing Saren is working with an Asari named Matriarch Benezia to find something called the Conduit to bring forth something called the Reapers. After you present the evidence to the Council, they take away Saren's rank of Spectre and give it to you before ordering you to bring Saren to justice. During the search for Saren, you recruit Liara, Benezia's daughter, then go on to defeat Benezia. Then go on to defeat a mind-controlling plant to save an Asari. You need to help you decode the Prothean message from before. This is followed up with a trip to Virmire, where Saren has started a Krogan cloning facility. While inside, Shepard meets a Reaper who explains his evil plan, then gets more of the mysterious message from another beacon. Before escaping, you have a short fight with Saren and must choose to either sacrifice Kaidan or Ashley. Back on the ship, Liara reads Shepard's mind to view the Prothean message and recognizes the planet Ilos, so they set course. On Ilos, they meet a Prothean VI that explains the Citadel is a trap set by the Reapers and that the Reapers can teleport through a hidden mass relay. The VI also tells Shepard there's a similar, smaller relay on Ilos, and it's a race to catch Saren. Shepard shows up just in time, of course, defeats Saren, gains control of the Citadel, defeats reanimated Reaper tech Saren, and the Alliance fleet destroys Sovereign, the Reaper they met before. The game then gives you one of 4 endings based off if you saved the Council or not, and if you were mainly Renegade or Paragon. Moving on to Mass Effect 2, we start with a conversation between Miranda Lawson and the Illusive Man, the head of a human terrorist organization named Cerberus, who are having a conversation about Shepard's importance to humanity. Cut to 1 month after the end of the first game, and the Normandy is destroyed by a mysterious ship. Almost everyone survives except Shepard, who stayed behind to get Joker to his escape pod. 2 years later, Shepard is reanimated by Cerberus and awakened during a mech attack. While escaping, you meet Jacob, a new squad member, and Miranda, the woman from earlier. They take you to the Illusive Man, who says he believes you about the Reapers and wants your help in stopping them. He sends you to investigate abductions on a human colony called Freedom's Progress, where you learn the race responsible are called the Collectors. Back with Cerberus, you are given the Normandy 2, a new ship modeled after the first one with an added AI named EDI, and meet back with Joker, who left the Alliance once they grounded him after the first game. Next, the Illusive Man sends you to recruit a team, starting with 4 potential allies: a Salarian scientist named Mordin, a Turian vigilante named Archangel, who turns out to be Garrus from the first game, a biotic experiment named Jack, and a Krogan warlord named Okeer, who was experimenting to create the perfect Krogan. You get the first 3, but Okeer dies and you take his greatest experiment, which leads to the recruitment of Grunt. After recruitment, the Illusive Man sends you to Horizon, where you meet the Virmire survivor from the first game, who's upset you've joined up with Cerberus. Shepard gets attacked on Horizon, but it turns out the Illusive Man leaked Shepard's location to the Collectors to prove they were after you, then gives you 3 more people to go recruit: Tali from the first game, an Asari Justicard named Samara, and a Drell assassin named Thane. Once that's done, the Illusive Man sends you on 2 more traps. One, to the ship that killed you 2 years prior, where you learn the Collectors are actually Protheans mutated by the Reapers, and that you need something called an IFF to get through the Omega-4 relay, where the Collectors come from, without dying. and 2, to get said IFF on a derelict Reaper, but this time a mysterious Geth helps you escape that you use to recruit Legion. Next, the entire team leaves on a mission and the Normandy comes under attack where everyone in the crew is abducted by collectors except Joker, who managed to disable EDI's safety protocols, allowing her to take full control of the ship. When Shepard returns to hear the news, they decide it's time to go through the Omega-4 relay. Once through, they're immediately under attack and crash land on the Collector space station. Side note, up to 3 squad members can die during this crash if the ship's not properly upgraded. While making their way deep inside, Shepard must pick squad members for certain tasks, where choosing the wrong member for the wrong task could lead to deaths if you didn't take the time to do their loyalty missions. In the heart of the space station, the team finds a human Reaper under construction, which they promptly release from its supports, sending it crashing to the floor below. The Illusive Man calls and asks Shepard to spare the space station so they can use the technology for themselves, but once Shepard chooses to spare the station or not, the human Reaper resurfaces and attacks. Afterwards, they get back to the ship, Shepard has one last chat with the Illusive Man, and we fade to black. We end Mass Effect 2 with a shot of the Reapers awakening in deep space, heading for the galaxy. Next, Mass Effect 3 starts roughly 6 months after the events of 2, with Shepard shown on Earth for the first time, being taken to an Alliance defense committee about the Reapers since Alliance Deep Space Outpost started going dark. You meet Vega, your first squad member for the game, then the game wastes no time and the Reapers attack. Shepard makes it to the Normandy where you come across your next squad member, the Virmire Survivor, and they head on to the first space station on Mars where humans originally found the mass relay technology for an artifact that will supposedly help them defeat the Reapers. On Mars you find Liara, fight Cerberus to retrieve a blueprint, learn the Illusive Man wants to control the Reapers, and battle an android planted as a mole by Cerberus. The Virmire Survivor is wounded in the fight, and the android is taken for information. When Shepard pleads with the Citadel Council to help Earth, you're denied since the Reapers are attacking everywhere, but they say they'll have a war summit to decide how to use Citadel resources. After the meeting, Shepard is approached by the Turian Counselor, who says the Turians will help if Shepard can bring their ruler from their moon. Shepard agrees only to arrive and find the ruler is dead. You meet up with Garrus, find a new ruler, and fly back, only to find out the new ruler won't help you unless the Krogan help him. During this, EDI implants herself in the android, making her a new squad member, and the Alliance starts work on the Prothean blueprint from Mars, calling it the Crucible. The summit starts with the Salarian, Turian, and Krogan leaders, with the Krogans saying they won't help without a cure for the Genophage. Following this, Shepard heads to collect a cure from the Salarians, fights off Cerberus, summons a giant Thresher Maw to defeat a Reaper, and distributes the cure. Afterwards, you have to deal with dirty politician Udina, who is in the entire series, but only seriously important-ish here. You find out he promoted the Virmire Survivor to use them against you and made a deal with Cerberus to help him seize power. Cerberus sends Assassin Kai Lang to help take out the Council, but they leave once Udina is killed. Moving on, Shepard meets with the Quarians, who were in the middle of fighting the Geth off their homeworld before the Reapers arrived and upgraded the Geth. Shepard helps remove the Geth upgrades, but is given the choice of siding with the Quarians or the Geth, leading to the other's extinction, unless you've unlocked the very specific ceasefire option. Next, the Asari Counselor contacts Shepard about needing something called the Catalyst to complete the construction of the Crucible. She explains there's an artifact on Thessia that may help Shepard find the Catalyst, but Reapers have already invaded. When they make it to the artifact, they find it to be another Prothean VI, like on Ilos in the first game. Shepard and crew learn the Protheans didn't create the Crucible, and that it is a design spanning millions of years of civilizations trying to stop the Reapers, but before they can find out more, they're interrupted by Kai Lang. A fight ensues with Shepard having the upper hand until Lang has a gunship destroy the temple so he can escape with the VI. Shepard finds Cerberus headquarters, and once they take over the base, Shepard learns from the VI that the Catalyst is on the Citadel and the Illusive Man has warned the Reapers of Shepard's progress. Lang attacks again but is defeated in a final showdown, and Shepard contacts Anderson to warn him. When you call, Admiral Hackett and Anderson explain the plan to Shepard. 1. Have a fleet engage the Reapers in space. 2. Have a ground fleet take back London, where the Reapers have set up a device that teleports people to the Citadel. and 3, a fleet to protect the Crucible as it gets attached to the Citadel. Following this, Shepard, Anderson, and Allied forces land in London to fight their way through to the transportation beam. After finally making it on the other side, you find Anderson in the control room before being attacked by the Illusive Man, who is heavily upgraded with Reaper tech. When the Illusive Man is defeated, they open the arms to the Citadel and the Crucible docks, but does nothing. Shepard and Anderson have a sad final conversation before Anderson dies and Shepard passes out due to blood loss. When Shepard awakens, you are in a different part of the Citadel with a being of energy taking the form of a little boy you saw killed by a Reaper earlier in the game. The boy explains that he is the catalyst and the creator of the Reapers. He tells Shepard that organics always create synthetics that eventually turn on them. The Reapers were created to prevent this from happening. The Reapers would harvest civilizations and preserve their races through new Reaper creations while allowing more primitive races to prosper, thus preventing these civilizations from getting to the point where they would create a synthetic race of machines that would eventually turn on them, wiping them out entirely, so the Catalyst sees indoctrination as being preferable to extinction. However, with the first completion of the Crucible, the Catalyst believes this cycle is no longer a proper solution and gives Shepard 3 choices. 1. Destroy all the Reapers, which will destroy all Reapers, but also the Geth, EDI, Citadel, Mass Relay, which the Catalyst warns will just bring back the cycle from before. 2. Control the Reapers. Shepard's conscience becomes the Catalyst, thus killing Shepard's body, but allowing them to control the Reapers. Or 3. Merge organics and synthetics, which the Catalyst says that this is the best choice as organics desire the perfection of machines, while synthetics desire understanding of organics, giving both of them what they want from each other. And of course, there is a 4th option where you tell the Catalyst you couldn't make such a decision and the Reapers just win. Whichever one you pick plays out on screen, and that concludes the Mass Effect trilogy. Of course, there was a lot of side missions and a lot of choices that I left out that unfortunately when you look at the main story, they're not necessarily relevant to the end game. Mass Effect is definitely more about the journey and not about the ending, depending on how you look at it. Anyways, guys, we appreciate you watching. Please leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. Comment on anything else you would want to see, Mass Effect related or not, and thank you for watching.